Hello everyone and welcome to Jimin Weekly News. I'm Dream and here is the first news for you. Jimin is now the first and only solo artist to reach 10 million equivalent album units worldwide with multiple Korean albums. For those who don't know, equivalent album sales is a measurement used in the industry to define music consumption that is equivalent to purchasing a single album. It includes streaming and downloads in addition to traditional album sales. Next, who has been on the United World Chart tracks for more than 40 weeks, which means it is now the longest charting song 41 weeks by a male K soloist in history of this chart, surpassing Jungkook's featuring Lato 7, which was there for 40 weeks. Who is now also the first and only song by a Korean or K-pop act to reach 350 million streams on Spotify USA chart, becoming the 110th most streamed song of all time on the chart in history. As well as it charted on Spotify USA Daily Top Songs chart for 300 consecutive days, making it the first and only song by a K-pop artist to do so. And then we had a different kind of Who song of the same name, but by Lauf featuring Jiminie and JK, achieving Gold Recording Industry Association of America certification for selling over 500,000 units in the USA. Mew's album recently made history once again as well, becoming the longest charting album by an Asian soloist in the top 10 of Billboard World Albums chart. Jimin is the first and only Asian soloist to spend 41 weeks on the chart for one or multiple albums, Face 63 weeks and Muse 41 weeks. Muse is now also Jimin's best-selling album in the US by total units, surpassing Face. And here are all of the rest of Jimin's positions on Billboard charts in the past weeks. In addition, domestically, Jimin has spent 1,000 days on Spotify South Korea Daily Top Artist chart, ranking number 1 for 641 days. He became the first and only artist to spend 600 cumulative days at number 1 on Spotify South Korea Daily Top Songs chart. And of course, like always, MBC News, Culture and Entertainment Plus immediately reported about this new achievement on their morning broadcast. Jimin also held the top spot on Spotify South Korea Weekly Top Artist chart, becoming the first and only artist in the chart's history to hold the top spot for 95 weeks, and his hit song Who has topped Spotify South Korea Weekly Top Songs chart for 41 consecutive weeks. Next, on May 7th, Jimin was named as Choedo 753rd Charity Fairy in celebration of his 10,800th day. 500,000 won will be donated on Jimin's behalf to the Mirror Welfare Foundation for people with physical and mental challenges. This is Jimin's 27th time as Charity Fairy. So far, a total of 15 million won has already been donated under his name through Choedo. Then he ranked 4th in brand reputation rankings for individual boy group members for May 2025, remaining as the first and only idol to top this ranking for 35 consecutive months and 49 months overall. And then also he took first place in the Master of Expressions Which Idol on the Face vote held by My One Pick. As a reward, he have won a large billboard advertisement in Gangnam that will be broadcasted from May 26th to 28th. As well as he got number 1 spot in a poll conducted by Dabimi for top 200 male singers. Following up with a huge ad from Star News that conveys the anticipation for Jimin's discharge on June 11th, Star News rewards this type of advertisement to the artist who has topped the weekly ranking for 4 consecutive weeks. Congratulations, Jiminie, and big thank you for everyone who votes for him. And speaking of discharge anticipation, ARMYs also started to prepare for this happiest day of this year by giving away a donut set to any soldier in military uniform at Dunkin' Donut, Jongok Terminal Branch in Jeonju, the capital and largest city of North Jeolla Province, South Korea. Through special billboard video ads in Seoul, Busan, and Tokyo, and a bus ad created in collaboration with Fun and Star app. And by preparing mini bus stop for Jimin where they built benches, guideboards, and planted 20 Jimin bird flowers, spirea, that will bloom for his return. Even locals and a passing officer from Jimin's unit were impressed by the project and stopped to say thank you to the organizers. If you didn't know, spirea flowers are delicate cluster-forming blooms often seen in shades of white or pink. They symbolize grace, elegance, and a quiet strength, just like our beloved Jiminie. To celebrate this special moment, Jimin Apple Music team, Hungarian Jimin fanbase, and Team Jimin Australia have also come together for something beautiful. From June 1st to 11th, 230 street lamp banners will light up the streets of Yeonchan and Jongok. And then we have one more project created by joint efforts from Jimin Apple Music team and the US representative fanbase Park Jimin USA, who have joined forces to put up Korean and English banners on both sides of the only overpass in Yeonchan. It is the way on which Jimin will pass while traveling out of the military base, so hopefully he will be able to see them. The banners will hold messages like "We are proud of you, welcome back Jimin." So now let's move on to the summary of Jiminie mentions by other idols, celebrities, media outlets, and much more. First, on May 8th, Parents' Day in Korea, just like in previous years, ARMY spotted a beautiful basket of flowers displayed proudly in Jiminie's father Ziem Millennial Cafe, with another heartwarming message he sent to his dad that said, "Dear Dad, just your existence has always been a great source of strength for me. I sincerely thank you for being there. Please take good care of your health. I will always love you. Your son, Jimin." Outside the cafe, another fan also spotted lovely welcome back banners that say, "The wait is over. Now we walk the path with Jimin." And in addition, recently Ziem Millennial official Instagram account shared a story with a clip of 10-year-old boy dancing to Who inside the cafe. Jiminie with his Papa Park mutual loving and supportive relationship will always be the best. After that, Fever has confirmed that in less than 1 week, all 29 sessions of Jimin's solo exhibition The Truth Untold in New York have sold out prior to its official opening, highlighting the immense demand and global anticipation surrounding his artistic impact. And Morocco's state-run broadcaster 2MTV shared the news of Jimin's best-selling The Truth Untold New York exhibition on its official Instagram account as well. So speaking of New York exhibitions, I have to mention the latest news from Jiminie in arts world, because on May 9th, our well-known and appreciated artist Lee K, that many times before have blessed us with incredible paintings of his muse Jimin, where some of them, as we know, are even permanently displayed in the Millennial Cafe, announced on his personal Instagram account that he will be participating in Focus Art Fair New York 2025, which was held in Chelsea, New York from 15th to 18th of May, and unveiled his new work inspired by Jimin. The theme this year, Human Technologies, explores the intersection of humanity and innovation through contemporary art. The inspiration came from Jimin's photo from his Tiffany Global Ambassador photo shoot, and Focus Art Fair also posted a description of who Lee K is as an artist and a video introducing artist Lee K's muse Jimin and his works depicting Jimin on their official Instagram account.
And again, in his own bold, emotional style. These portraits have shown in Paris, London, Porto, and now coming to New York. He's bringing his iconic series, Denial of Language, a work that shows layered sketches, erased mouths. Only the eyes speak. Don't miss it. You've got just 4 days, May 15th to 18th at Focus Art Fair, New York.
And here are the photos of the artwork of Jimin at Lee K's booth at the event, where even the host spoke of many fans of Jimin coming to attend the art fair, and some were flying from as far as Japan to see the artwork in person. Thank you to those who were able to attend and show your support. Let's hope for additional showings in other cities so that more people might be able to experience it in person. Next, on May 10th, Jimin secured the #1 spot in the 100% fan-voted Korean Wave category at the 34th Seoul Music Awards. He finished first in rounds 1 and 2 of voting across all apps in the Korean Wave category with massive gaps, and now we await the official announcement from the Seoul Music Awards that will be made at the official ceremony on June 21st. Everyone, of course, was very excited about this amazing news, which resulted in many congratulatory trending keywords on Twitter X. After that, Jimin's Who and Like Crazy have been honored as two of the most performed songs of the year at the BMI Pop Awards 2025, held at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel in California on May 13th. Who and Like Crazy are the only highlighted songs by non-American or non-English artists listed as part of Universal Music Publishing Group being named Publisher of the Year. Jimin is the only K-pop soloist to win 3 BMI awards across 2 different BMI ceremonies in history. He became the first and only Korean soloist to win the awards for multiple solo, no collaboration songs in 1 year, and to have won the BMI Pop Awards for solo songs for 2 years in a row. Other member that was honored with 2 awards this year was Jungkook for his songs 3D with Jack Harlow and Standing Next to You. Notably, Like Crazy is also the only Korean language song among this year's 60 award-winning tracks, and both tracks are now featured on the BMI 2025 Pop Artists playlist curated by BMI on Spotify. And then Who producers and songwriters Casual Kaz and Tenrock shared videos and photos from the ceremony and their award on IG. And also, Like Crazy songwriter Blush Davis with Chris James posted photos with their awards and cute captions on their accounts as well. Next, on May 17th, Jimin has won Best Album International Category Award for Muse at the Top 50 Music Awards 2025, which is a prominent Spanish music awards ceremony that celebrates both national and international artists across various genres, and other members in winning categories were Taehyung V in Best K-pop Artist, Best Fans, and Best Song for Friends, A.R.M.Y in Best Collaboration International for Never Play with Megan Thee Stallion, and Jungkook in Best Artist International. After that, on May 18th, we celebrated second anniversary since the release of Jimin's lovely collaboration track Angel Part 1 as first South Korean artist to be selected for the soundtrack of the beloved Fast and Furious saga. Then Jimin's part of Vibe was used as background music in JTBC reality program Showdown Pyeongbong Pyeongbong. He made a brief cameo in an animation by the YouTube channel W Lucas, which currently has over 223,000 subscribers. The Jimin effect was mentioned in an article covering K-Star's airport fashion and its advertising effectiveness, saying, quote, "When Jimin showed up at Incheon International Airport to attend Paris Fashion Week, hundreds of fans and photographers swarmed him. The Dior olive green mini saddlebag he was wearing was met with a shower of camera flashes and went viral on social media and in the media. The response was enthusiastic. The bag Jimin wore sold out immediately and Dior achieved record-breaking sales of 1 trillion won in Korea alone." The Economist, a financial magazine, named this phenomenon the Jimin effect. Filipino singers and actors performed Jimin's Who on ASAP Philippines' popular and longest-running Sunday noontime variety show. We always love seeing talented artists cover Jimin songs. Also at the Korean Heritage Night event held before the start of the San Francisco Giants vs Arizona Diamondbacks game held at Oracle Park on May 13th, Jimin's Like Crazy was played as background music during the ceremonial first pitch event by Consul General Lim Jong-taek of San Francisco. In addition, Who was also played recently at the pre-show of Lady Gaga's concert at National Stadium in Singapore. And Etihad Airways, the national airline of the United Arab Emirates, proudly featured Jimin's album Muse on its Abu Dhabi-Seoul route, honoring his significant impact on the global music scene. We also got a new Jiminie Japan ARMY Fan Club BTS Corner wallpaper photo. Following up as of ARMY in the Wild updates, Jimin's Who was captured playing at Michael's Arts and Crafts store in Canada.
Oh my god, I'm still at Michael's and they're playing Jimin.
At the Samsung Service Center in South Korea, in the Cafe and Fresh Fitness Club in Russia, at Macy's department store in Newport Mall, New Jersey, USA, at Palladium Mall, a large shopping mall located in Mumbai, India, at the Cacao Show store in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, And Jimin's Like Crazy English version was also spotted being played at the Cortefiel store in Spain. So now let's move on to finish off the episode with few of the recent OT7 news. First, BTS ranks at number 1 for May's Male Idol Group's brand reputation ranking 1 month before their return. K-medias are also already writing many articles about the reunion, describing the world's high anticipation for BTS comeback as a full group. Next, according to Simple Bean's top 10 fastest rappers in K-pop 2025 rankings, which consider overall rap skills, speed, and impactful lyrics, our Yoongi Suga August D has been recognized as the fastest rapper in K-pop, and in the same ranking, our great leader A.R.M.Y took the 3rd position. So speaking of Namjoon, after the addition of Tableau and A.R.M.'s Stop the Rain to A.R.M.'s Korea Music Copyright Association profile, he has now 231 Komka credits and remains as the youngest most credited idol in history. His Lost MV won the Gold Award in the category for Flying High at the 2025 1.4 Awards, as well as it was the Grand Prix winner at the 2025 Creative Review Annual Awards. A.R.M.Y himself also updated us about all of his achievements and excitement for his discharge many times throughout those past weeks on his Instagram account. Then our Tay-Tay has come to update us on Weverse with few cute posts and few responses to ARMY's comments. Besides that, he has also finally officially received his Spotify 1 billion streams plaque for Love Me Again, joining the other Maknae line members Jiminie and Jungkook, who previously also received their own Billion Club plaques. And speaking of Jungkook, his album Golden was featured as the only male Asian artist album at the 2025 Met Gala. His song Still With You has surpassed 300 million streams on Spotify. And on May 15th, he dropped few comments for ARMY's on Weverse, as well as he changed the cover photo of BAM's Instagram account along with a post containing a bunch of new photos of his beloved doggy. Following up with hobby updates, he successfully finished his concerts in Jakarta, Indonesia, where he once again had an amazing time on stage with ARMYs. Meanwhile, during this time, his interview with Zach Sang was released, where he talked about his solo concerts and music as well as BTS future plans. He also appeared on Yoshihiro Akiyama's YouTube channel program. Yoshihiro Sexyama Akiyama is one of the most popular mixed martial artists in Japan and Korea, K1 Heroes Light Heavyweight Grand Prix Tournament champion, and an accomplished judoka, having won gold in judo at both the Asian Games and Asian Championships. In addition to his success in competition, he is also a reality television star and actor in both South Korea and Japan. Hobie and him even ended up doing a fun Mona Lisa dance challenge together as well. And then on May 7th, we got the announcement we were all waiting for, which was the confirmation that additional 2 more dates were added to Hobie's tour, Hope on the Stage Tour Final Encore concerts that will happen for BTS's 12th anniversary in Festa season on June 13th and 14th at Goyang Stadium with the capacity of 41,000 people. according to Big Hit, numerous people simultaneously accessed the ARMY membership pre-sale for this tour dates, and all tickets for both days' concerts were sold out. We can't wait to see what Hobie will prepare for this final concert, and we all are hoping he will bring other already discharged members from the military on the stage as well. After that, Hobie moved on to Thailand for his next Hope on the Stage concerts in Bangkok, where once again he showed us an amazing charisma and energy. And during that time, another news dropped that according to Hyundai Motor Securities, J-Hope's physical album is expected to be released from June to July. Oh my goodness, new Hobie album is coming this summer, right after the reunion and festa? We can't wait. And then he followed up with next stop of his tour in Macau. Simultaneously with all of those activities, we were getting regular uploads from him on his Instagram and TikTok, as well as he did several Weavers lives after each concert and the announcement of HOT's The Final to talk with us about Festa, reunion, and his and BTS future plans. Jin also of course hopped onto the comments in one of those lives to joke around in typical Jin fashion and to of course show his support for his bro. So, if we mention Jin, let's move on to his latest updates. First, Jin donated 100 million won to the Seoul Asan Medical Center Children's Hospital in celebration of Children's Day. Jin said, "My heart aches whenever I see children fighting illness, and I decided to make a small donation in hope that the sick children will quickly regain their health and be able to play brightly." An official from Seoul Asan Medical Center said, "We plan to use Jin's donation to improve the treatment and medical environment for pediatric and adolescent patients." Next, new promotional photos as well as behind-the-scenes video of Jin's new campaign for Laneige were released. Then he appeared on new episodes for the variety shows like Handsome Guys and Driver in Search of the Lost Screws, where he mentioned he will suggest to other members they should appear on the show after their discharge as well. There was also a cute moment when one of the hosts mistaken Jin's name for Jimin's. Maybe she was still thinking of the time when Jiminie appeared on similar show with similar comedic crew during his Face era promotions. Additionally, Jin will be a guest on Misaki Aiba show From Those Days to Us on May 25th. So speaking of variety shows, we of course got 2 new episodes of Run Jin as well, where in one of them he turned into a real awesome action star Jin Week by learning many incredible stunts and taking part in a movie-like fight scene. And after that, following news regarding Run Jin blew us away even more, because on May 12th it was announced that on the next episode 35th of Jin's show, guest appearance will be made by one of the biggest action movie stars in Hollywood, Tom Cruise. He participated in the recording of Run Jin during his recent visit in Korea on May 7th. It was the first time the two global stars met and was part of the promotion of Tom Cruise's new film Mission Impossible Final Reckoning that is out in Korea since May 17th. We can't wait to see this already iconic interaction, and who knows, maybe thanks to this, Jin will surprise us once again and act in some new Hollywood production soon. Tom Cruise also talked a bit about his experience on Ranjin at the movie premiere red carpet.
See your collaboration with Jin of BTS when you're in Korea.
Yeah.
You're
Very talented.
very
Very talented. It's fun to watch, man, and they work hard. Has a lot of talent. Has a lot of talent. It's cool.
Next, on May 16th, finally, Jin's new second solo album Echo was released. He absolutely stunned us with the blend of genres and his silver voice matching all of them perfectly. And of course, his album immediately became the one with the most number one on iTunes in 2025 by a K-pop act, as well as it jumped to number one position for highest first day sales by soloists on Hanteo in 2025 so far. We also got many exclusive additional concept photos on Melon and Echo release interview where Jin answered many questions about his inspiration for the album and the process of its creation. Fun fact, the music video for Don't Say You Love Me was shot in partnership with Singapore Tourism Board. That's why we were able to admire so many amazing scenes in the country's most iconic and beautiful locations. Right after the album release, Jin held a comeback live playtime for Echo on Weverse, and that's where the most iconic Bangtan chaotic hurricane of chatter in the comments that we missed so much happened once again, making us giggle and blush all over while reading how much fun our boys had playing together in Jin's live broadcast. So basically what happened was, first, Hobie and Jiminie joined the live to watch Jin. They were busy playing Guess the Song Title by Drawing, where Jimin mentioned JK. Hobie and Jimin started chatting with each other. Tae joined, his live wasn't working and left to restart his phone. JK joined, three of them were commenting on the futuristic live broadcast elements. Insert a very baffled but happy Seokjin. Live ended, but chat was still open. They figured it was still open, so decided to chat with each other and play timing game. Tae returned with his restarted phone, unaware that the live ended. JK broke the news that Tae was actually in the bathroom. Tae called JK and cussed him out. Live updates by JK. Whole chat was giggling. Tae left. Other three are still chatting, trying to wrap up, equally confused as to why the chat is still open. Jin enters the chat, asks them to get out of the chat. They all greet and leave. Live ends for real. Absolute chaos that we absolutely adore. Jiminie also posted a new moment on Weverse, having fun with Jin's photo by adding funny captions. And he mentioned he recently earned his 4th Artillery Ace rank, which in context of Korean military is a mark of excellence, a significant accomplishment indicating the soldier is highly capable with exceptional skill and readiness in all aspects of artillery operations. Our Jiminie became such a brave soldier, succeeding in everything he does, wherever he is, and yet in our hearts and eyes, all we could see while watching him play with his members in Jin's live was his most precious smiles, laughter, and funny expressions we miss so dearly. Next, on May 17th, Jin appeared on SBS Power FM's Wendy's from Red Velvet Young Street radio program, which was a part of his comeback activities and his first appearance on domestic radio since his military discharge. The visit was very sweet, all their interactions were absolutely adorable, and Wendy asked him many wonderful questions, including the one about Tom Cruise on his show, which, as Jin shared, was the one who reached out to Jin to be a guest on Run Jin, not other way around. And Jin also said that he wanted to take a photo with Tom Cruise to show his mom, but Tom suggested they should have a video chat with his mom, and it was very special for him because it happened on Parents' Day. Then Jin held his live Echo comeback event for 180 ARMYs in Seongsu.
너무너무 뿌듯한 시간이었습니다. 정말 우리 아미 여러분들 덕분에 제가 이 가수를 할 수 있게 되는 것 같고 음악을 더 만들 수 있으면서 무대를 할 수 있게 되는 원동력인 것 같아요. 우리 아미 여러분들이. 네, 우리 아미 여러분들 존재해 주셔서 너무 감사하고 앞으로도 더 열심히 활동하는 방탄소년단 진이 되도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
And his High Seokjin High Touch event for 1000 ARMYs in Seoul. Another already released content for Echo was a jacket shoot sketch video on Bangtan TV and his live performance of tracks Don't Say You Love Me and Loser with Yena on Dingo Music. As of the upcoming schedules, Jin will perform Don't Say You Love Me on Japanese TBS CDTV Live on May 19th. He will return to perform on Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show on May 21st. He will visit the Empire State Building in New York for a special Z100 radio event. And he will have another special fan event, High Seokjin, in New York as well on May 22nd with 1000 ARMYs. And with that, we can conclude the updates for this episode. So that is all for this week's news, and at the end, like always, please enjoy Jiminie achievements. See you next time!